Alright. Incline dumbbell press. Started off medium to heavyweight. For me, obviously, my chest is one of my most lacking body parts. This was actually my first working set. I started off warming up, stretching. I did 4 press sets on a machine, and then I did 4 fly sets on a machine with lightweight just to get the blood flowing. Went on 40s here. I actually muted it, but my little sister records the videos for me. Right there, it's made the funny joke, that's the face of defeat, and it was. I was a little bit sore and tired more than I thought I would be. So, didn't really get it up like I thought I would be able to. So I went down in weight just to tear the fibers up a little more, get the blood flowing. This is my first working set of the session, so I wanted to make sure that everything's firing. This is my first working set on a fly machine, the pec deck. Starting off really low weight. This set I actually did 20. Like I said, this is lightweight, so I just used this to get everything going. My arms are a little longer than most people's, so I use the handles that you actually use for your back if you're trying to do a lat movement. Moving up a little bit in weight. Now with my sets, if I'm doing lightweight, I'm doing a lot of reps, at least 20. If I'm not doing 20, then I'm not even going to show up at the gym. If I'm doing medium weight, I'll do no less than 15. And then if I go high weight, I try to do at least 12. There's a lot of times I got it from Seth Feroce. He calls it a Seth set, where he knows he can only get 6, 7, around that rep range on a certain weight, and then without any break you drop that weight in half and you do at least double that rep range. And there's a lot of times where early on in the workout you still have a lot of gas, so instead of just doing double, say I did 6 on the high weight, I'll go down and I can do 18. I do 18. And here's just flies, cable flies. I like doing different movements. It's the same exercise, but you get different pulls. You target different parts of the muscle. Where I take a step forward here, this is more of like a press movement. So I'm hitting more of the top outer part of my chest where it's actually closer to your armpit. And then, me personally, I can do the most weight doing this particular movement, so I do it last. I'll do 10 of each, and usually I'm pretty fried. So move up and weight a little bit here. If you notice, my form's kind of shitty. I'm kind of fighting shoulder impingement in my left shoulder, so I don't get my left arm as high, which is something I didn't notice at the gym because there wasn't a mirror where I was. That's another thing too. If you can, train in front of a mirror where you can actually see what you're doing. You see the muscles that you're trying to target actually working. You see your form, you can make sure you're doing everything right. So that way it was too high. So now I'm going to the low weight, super high rep. What I was going to do here was, I want to say there's 16 holes. This goes back to different pulls on the muscle. You're doing the same exact movement, but you're pulling the muscle different. So I think it's 10 pounds. I was going to do 10 reps on all 3 different variations of the movement. And I was going to do that on every single hole. Long story short, I'm a single dad with 5 kids. I have custody of my 4 youngest kids. And my mom, who was watching them while I was at the gym today, called and said that I needed to get home. They were acting up or whatever. So what's important kind of got in the way of training today. And that's down a hole right there. And the key to this is try not to give yourself too much of a break, because you're trying to hit hypertrophy and tear your muscles down. You're trying to break those fibers down. And if you'll notice too, when I get to the end of the rep, it's not long, I don't prolong it, but I do my absolute best at the top of the rep to flex whatever body part that I'm trying to target. And when you're going back to the bottom of the rep, if you don't feel it stretching and then contracting at the top, 9 times out of 10 you're probably not doing much. You're actually probably not doing shit for whatever you're trying to train. Moved it down a hole here. I took a little bit of a break, so I was kind of fresh in this set. Right, there's that contraction at the top of the rep. And it was right after this set was when I got the phone call from my mom that I had to go home, so kind of a short video this week.